Roll Tide full of pride. Roll Tide full of pride. We here, man. We here. Breaking news, man. Breaking news. Some may call it perfect timing. That's what I'll call it right now. But Isaiah Horton just hit the portal. Give me 1 second, man. Come on in. Breaking news from Bama. That's how we gonna start this live off. Shout out Bama Boy in the building. Shout out Bama Boy 2296 in the building. Horton just hit the portal. Gotta get Cam now. Hey, man. Big facts, Bama Boy. Big facts, Bama Boy. You hear me, homie? Heavy. We're gonna get into some different news today. The main part of the live was about Austin Mack versus Keelan Russell, who will be the starter next season. But right now, we got to break down this whole Isaiah Horton situation. I repeat, this Isaiah Horton situation, baby, early. As we know, well, as most know, breaking news about 20 minutes ago, Isaiah Horton just hit the portal. I'm going to get into the article in a minute. But what does it mean for Bama? You know, was it intentional? Did Bama want him to go? You know, is it bigger plans for Cam now? Will they go get Cam now? Is that the plan? Is that the 411? Is that the scoop? Is he really in play now, baby? You hear me? But as far as Isaiah Horton, is he a major loss? He will definitely be a major loss if they don't acquire another player. You know, that's just real with it, man. Uh, most people thought he would hit the drafts, but didn't too many think he would hit the portal. Now, like I said, either Bama didn't want to pay him a certain amount of money, or he wanted more, or they have plans to go get Cam Coleman quickly and swiftly. Now, I believe Cam Coleman is planning to visit Bama this weekend. So that's a lot to pay attention to, man. A lot to pay attention to. A lot going on in the portal. You just gotta stay tuned, huh? Heavy, man. Early. Shout out Bama Boy in the building. If you in the chat, like it up. Will Mac risk another year not starting when he can transfer and be the guy immediately? That's the big question, right, Bama Boy? That's the big question. We're gonna get into it, man. Don't worry about it. But so you got Ty Simpson entered the draft, which I think was a bad move on his part. He'll probably be a second rounder, third rounder, et cetera, et cetera. But he's not getting no first round grade or no first top 10 grade. I guarantee that. And I stand on that 10 toes down. He was too inefficient later in the season. He folded under pressure later in the season too many times. At times, he looked very rattled. I even did videos comparing him to Kirk Cousins. So at the end of the day, with Ty Simpson gone, I don't think Austin Mack will hit the portal now, bro. I think Austin Mack will remain and Keelan Russell will remain, and they will end up battling out for that number one spot quickly and swiftly, hands down, man down. May the best man win. I repeat, may the best man win. But let's go ahead and get into this Isaiah Horton situation, man. Now, we all know Isaiah Horton had a pretty solid season with Bama. I would have loved to see him come back. He gave Bama different options, a different weapon, a bigger body. That Bama, a taller receiver that Bama hasn't really had for a while. He's, what is he, 6'4", 200 something pounds. He made some nice plays this year. Was an extra bigger weapon for Ty, a bigger body, a bigger target. So you want that on your team, on your roster. So they need to do something. If it's not Cam Coleman who replaces him, it needs to be another player who replaces him, hands down, man down. I don't know what receivers they may have in mind. Like I say, Cam Coleman is supposed to be coming to visit this weekend. Those are the speculations, though. That is the news. That is the rumors. If if you got the 411, if you got the scoop, let me know, man. Fire the chat up early. But if Cam Coleman comes in, boom, cool. Isaiah Horton, let him go. But it is definitely shocking news, man. No one expected this. I'm pretty sure. I know we Bama fans didn't expect it. Like I said, we don't know what's going on in the inside. Did Bama want him gone? Did they not want to pay him a certain amount of money? Or are they really in play for a receiver of Cam Coleman's caliber? Now, people are saying Cam Coleman won about $4 million. That's a lot of guapino, a lot of federale, linguine, baby fettuccine, right? For a receiver, for real. I mean, let me know if you agree, dog. Now, is it 4 million Cam Coleman wants, or is it more close to 2 million? See, it's a lot of numbers being thrown out there, right? Why? Because a lot of people got different opinions. So that's what's going to happen during this time, man. Especially this hectic time of the portal, huh? In the portal, players on the move. Bama done lost the whole list of players to the portal, dog. So a lot of people going to say this. A lot of people going to say that, But until Cam Coleman is signed and delivered, and the ink is sealed and dealed, it don't matter what nobody say, bro. It's all just opinion, huh? Early, baby, heavy. You hear me? Early, dog. No cap. But Isaiah Horton, if he is not replaced, could be a major loss. Now, Bama still has talent. Definitely has talent in the receiver room. We're gonna break down the whole Bama roster, right? Yeah. You got Lord Sear Brooks still remains. Ron Williams, right? Still remains. You got young freshmen coming in. Sadarian Morgan still remains. So they have players who can potentially contribute. But if it was any way possible, you would want to see a player like Isaiah Horton stay and play at Bama. I just liked him because he was a bigger body, 6'4", 200 pounds. He gives you more options, especially in the red zone, right? Right. But at the end of the day, if Bama has different plans, they may have different plans, and they may have just let him walk. That's just what it is, bro. Like I say, this is the realm of college football now. This is the state of college football now. And Bama has to play ball, play fair ball, but play ball. And if you can get some extra help, some extra some extra funds and federally, Kalen DeBoer, Courtney Morgan, Greg Byrne, whoever, you do that, bro. You do that as well, quickly and swiftly, huh? Yeah. If you can get some donation shit, huh? Indiana getting a lot of major donations, homie. You hear me, huh? Heavy, bro. Yeah. you know, they getting donations from the Dallas Mavericks owner type shit. So Bama, hey, Bama, hey, play the game and look alive. No job, man. For real. But this is the state of college football. No way around it. This is what it is, bro. Damn near pay for play. Damn near pay for play. Once again, you in the chat, like it up, man. Before I go into it and go any further, become a member of the channel. Get exclusive news, information, members only lives, etc., man. It's only $3 heavy. You want the elevated version, the big SKOL turned up, $5, bro. But become a member, lock in with me, huh? I'm talking Alabama Crimson Tide football, Roll Tide. I'm talking Minnesota Vikings football, SKOL Vikes, SKOL Tide, Roll Tide, full of pride, forever. Win, lose, or draw, but we come to win. No cap. You hear me? Hey, shout out, MM McCree. What you mean, McCree? What you mean, McCree? I'm just being me, baby. You hear me, huh? Come on, man. Oh man, shout out my big dog MM Cree in the building, man. Heavy, man. Roll Tide full of pride, Roll Tide full of pride, Y'all let me know how you feel about Isaiah Horton hitting the portal though, dog. Was it a just keep some money move, more money in the pocket move? We know Bama gonna have to sock it to some players. Bama gonna have to sock it to some players' pockets, no cap. Yeah. They're gonna have to go in them pockets, man. And like I've been saying, Bama ain't broke. Bama ain't no broke school. They got funds, they got the Guapino, they got the Federale. Man, fans been buying merch, selling out games and shit. Bama better pay up, bro. Pay up, put up or shut up. This is the portal. This is the state of college football. How good do you want to be? Nowadays, you got to build your team through the portal. You still recruit, you still dominate recruiting, but you got to build this portal, bro, with experienced players, but very good players. And right now, Bama's on the right path. Period, man. But this is a very important year for DeBoer. This is year 3. Year three, no more saying this is not DeBoer's team. This is definitely DeBoer's team now, man. Right, right. This is officially DeBoer's team now, man. Yeah, all eyes on him for real. Period. And like I said in the last live, he's shown progression. Year one, you missed the playoffs. Year two, you're in the playoffs. So right now, Kalen DeBoer, you lost horribly. It was a piss poor loss to Indiana at the end of the day. It's not that the fact that you lost, but the way you lost. Unacceptable in any situation, any scenario. Heavy, dog. For real. No way around it. Look at it any way how. Inexcusable, dog. Your team wasn't ready, your coaching staff wasn't ready, your players wasn't ready, nothing. But now it's time to bounce back, regroup. We've seen them make some major moves already. They're trying to identify more players and bring more players in the building, some linemen, etc. I'm gonna get into that as well. Oh yeah, we here, man. We here. As we know, Ole Miss and Miami play tonight. I'm pulling for Ole Miss just because I want to see the SEC win. They talking all this rhetoric about the SEC, and I ain't gonna cap the SEC. They got their ass kicked in bowl games this year. No denying that. How long we gonna sit here and say the SEC is the best conference? Now I would like to see some of these teams be in the SEC for real and play SEC ball week in, week out. I think it's different when you're talking about one game instead of 12 games, all SEC games, tough opponents. But the Big Ten and other conferences definitely have a case now, bro. I mean, the SEC went 2-7 again in out of conference bowl games. So what we saying here for real? The fuck going on around here? Heavy, bro. Early. But I will be pulling for Ole Miss tonight. Probably try to wrap this live up before the Ole Miss game. So we hey, we got plenty of time, baby. Plenty of time. Make sure you come in the chat. You like it up, like, comment, and subscribe, and share this live, dog. Early. Like I say, support the channel, support the grind, become a member, man. For real. Work after work. Yeah. Bitch, yeah. Roll Tide full of pride. Let's get it, man. Isaiah Horton out of that, man. How you feel about Isaiah Horton being up out of that, bro? Let me know quickly and swiftly. In a critical year for DeBoer, he seemed to be going all out. He should go all out, Bama boy. He has to go all out, Bama boy. This is year 3, my dog. This is year 3. It's no more excuses for DeBoer. And I hope he knows what he's doing with his coaching personnel, let alone your player personnel. What about your coaching staff? What about your coaching staff, DeBoer? As we know, coaches have been around here just because of DeBoer, just because of the relationship they have had with DeBoer. Even the likes of Nick Sheridan, no disrespect to him. I wish him the best at Michigan State, but we all know for a fact he held this offense back last year. We all know for a fact Ryan Grubb was one of the main culprits that the offense wasn't performing like it should have. We all know Ryan Grubb got too pretty at times, tried to get too fancy. One play can change the whole game. One play, it can be a negative domino effect or a positive domino effect. We seen Ryan Grubb try to get too pretty versus Oklahoma, versus Indiana. One of the worst play calls in history on 4th and 1 versus Indiana. You had no run game because he was so quick to come up off the run game, right? A lot of that was Ryan Grubb's fault. Heavy. Now we know the O-line takes some blame. Ty Simpson takes some blame. It was an overall piss poor team effort, bottom line. But at the end of the day, DeBoer, yes, you fix the errors, you fill the holes in your roster on your roster. But at the end of the day, don't forget DeBoer. You have to take a big long look at your coaching staff as well. And all this buddy. Oh, I know him. He knows me. I've been knowing him for years. I want him with me. No, forget all that. Bring the best men in the building to coach these players up. And as we know, it's about player development. I don't care who you talking about, portal players, because a lot of these portal players, they can still be developed. They still have room to grow. Players like the player from SEC, Tompkins from USC, the linebacker from Virginia Tech, all great pieces, great acquisitions to this Bama team. But at the end of the day, can your coaches develop the young talent? Can you develop these freshmen, these sophomores heavy? You still got to question Kane Walmack's defense. Even though defense was the strong point of the team, at the end of the day, you got to question this defense, bro. And Kane Walmack and definitely Ryan Grubb, O-line coach, etc. Some people give major props to the strength and conditioning. I'm checking that program out. You know, there's certain things in your strength and conditioning program need to be revamped. It's not just about lifting heavy weights. Like I said in the last live, can players move with that strength? Can they move around with that power? Can they move bodies, bruh? Do they have functional strength, bruh? You hear me? You know, yeah, heavy, bro. That's what it is. Period. No cap. So Kalen DeBoer needs to take a long look at everybody around him, players, personnel, etc., coaches, etc. Bottom line, bro. Shout out Jonique shout out Ionic in the building. Shout out Ionic in the building. Heavy. What up, big dog? Hope all is well. You hear me? Feel like they open it up for Coleman. But Ionic, before I get into the article, and if anybody ever want to come up here, get on the live, say how you feel, but just make sure it's real. Let me know, man. I dropped the link. Once again, you want to come up and rock and roll with Big SKOL and lock in with me, Roll Tide full of pride. Let me know, man, and I dropped the link. No cap. Every live, every day. Let's get it. Let's grind. Roll Tide. What the hell they talking about? They disrespecting the Tide? I'm going to get into some videos later. Certain analysts, these so-called experts, saying it's over for Bama, saying Bama will never win a natty, Bama's piss poor, this and that, Bama's burning. A lot of kappa, a lot of people running their yappas, running their kappas, you know? Yeah. And I'm sure, and it's probably people, I'm sure it's people who've been Bama fans longer than me. You hear me? It's people who've been Bama fans their whole life, but who am I? Big SKOL, the biggest, you know? And I ride for mine, man. The hell going on around here talking about Bama ain't this, Bama ain't that. Come on, man. Tired of hearing that bullshit. It's over for Bama, this and that. Man, stop that cat, bro. It's just begun. Everything takes time, man. Everything takes time. Give the boy a little bit of time, bro. Give him some leeway. We talk about progress. That's what we as fans wanted to see from Jump Street, right? Well, we've seen progress. It's no debating that, right? Right. We've seen progress from DeBoer. First year, no playoffs. Second year, you make the playoffs. Third year, let's get to the semifinal. Let's get to the championship and win that bitch. Who says Bama can't be right there? Especially with the moves they made already in the portal. I understand we done lost a lot of players, but you got to ask yourself at the same time, were those players meaningful? No, maybe two were so far. The Keon Keeley was a big one, but you kind of replaced him with the guy with the dude from USC, the Devon Tompkins. That's kind of a quick replacement. He has a lot of upside, raw talent, a lot of power, athletic, etc. So you're losing players, important players, but you're replacing players, right? And the players who have left, you got to ask yourself, did DeBoer want them to leave? I'm sure DeBoer has a vision for how he wants or how he sees his team in the future. You're talking about a coach who led a Washington team to play for a championship. They lost, but he was there. So I'm sure he understands what a championship team really looks like. So just cool, calm down. I understand we all mad at the way Bama lost, but you can't sit and dwell on that, baby. You hear me? Give the man a chance. Let him continue to progress. Now, if he comes back next year and he on some bullshit and they have a worse year than they did last year, then cool, boom, fire his ass. It's already enough. We know he's on a hot seat. He knows he's on a hot seat. Ain't no evading that. Period, dog. No cap. But get a man some time. Let's see how he finishes up in this portal. And let's see how he builds this team and this roster. Springtime comes around. Let's see how the team really looks. Come on, man. Let's get it. Heavy. Baloo time up for sure. I'm a hey, Bama boy, let me know. Are you talking about Baloo? Is Baloo the strength and conditioning coach at Bama? Let me know, bro. You hear me? Heavy, dog. No cap. Roll Tide, bro. Shout out Derek Spencer in the building. Shout out Derek Spencer in the building, bro. Roll Tide. It ain't over. It ain't over at all. It ain't over at all, bro. And really, you know, it might sound kind of bad, but the reality of college football is it's never over with this portal now. I mean, you take a team like Indiana. Whoever thought Indiana would come out the woodworks? But the portal gave them life. Kirk Signetti gave them life, right? Right. So with the portal, you can make major moves. You can change your whole team in one maneuver. You hear me, huh? Yeah, you can replace a superstar player with another superstar player with one big move, bro. No cap. Look at Signetti. Look at what he doing over there round yonder. So the board gonna be all right. Bama gonna be all right. And we in the mix, man. For real. Me too, bro. Fact. Shout out Derek in the building, man. Let's get it, bro. Heavy. And like I say, I've been a Bama fan since 2010 early. I know a lot of Bama fans, been Bama fans since birth, since kids. You hear me? Heavy, bro. You understand? I became a Bama fan 2010 when punk ass Cam Newton beat him, bro. And you see, I said Cam Newton. It was a Cam Newton victory, not a team victory early. So that's when I picked the side, bro. No cap. But when I'm with you, bro. And I'm the biggest. Early, homie. Heavy. And we know for a fact this is not the standard. It hasn't been a standard. But it's tough to live up to that Nick Saban standard, that Nick Saban era standard, bro. in college football today. You can no longer sit on players. You can no longer build a team for real. You got to adapt to the situation. You got to adapt to the times. And we're going to see if Kalen DeBoer can adapt. It's going to be tough to build a dynasty for 6 years, bro, and win two natties in 2 years and type shit like that. It's going to be difficult to put up Saban numbers, bro. You hear me? You could be looking at every year, you got a new team winning the natty. You can only hope that majority of your players stick around. You can only hope to find players that stick around for 2 years, 3 years in the portal, right? Heavy. Look at Isaiah Horton, prime example. I'm finna get into the article in a minute. Isaiah Horton came in very productive this year for Bama. Nobody expected him to hit the portal. No, maybe the draft, maybe. But the portal, who expected Isaiah Horton to hit the portal after 1 year? So you see how difficult it is to build a team, to keep players around, especially when it's things that entice them that's involved. It's no longer, change of scenery, hometown, weather, people. Now you're talking about cars, jewelry, materials, money, man. Guapino, federale, fettuccine, linguine, women, all of the above, bro. You know what I'm saying? Jewelry, ice. Look at last year. Why the hell did Isaiah Horton punk ass leave? Money. What's the first thing Isaiah Bonds. What's the first thing he posted when he took his ass to Texas? Huh? Not because his heart told him to go to Texas. His spirit didn't tell him to go to Texas. It was the money. He was enticed by the money, period. That's the world we live in, dog. No cap. You hear me? What's the first thing Isaiah Bond posted in Texas, huh? Period. Before any football program shit, before anything. He posted a picture in what? A Ferrari, rolling, nightlife. You know what I mean? It wasn't about he liked Texas better or his heart led him to Texas. Hell to the no. No. He was thinking about the money, the materials, the temptation. It is what it is. Players got a choice and they pick a side, they pick and choose. Caleb Downs. How much did Ohio State give him? What did he do? He went to the bigger bag. And it's what it is, bro. And I'm sure, but now we see you pay these dudes too much money, you're damn near wanting them to crash out. Some of them are not mature enough in the mind, mentally stable to have all this money at one time, bro, and not crash out. Look at the situation with Kirkpatrick from Bama. Now, I don't know the full extent of the situation, but he was in some trouble, bro, doing some dumb shit. You hear me? So you mix fame, you mix popularity, you mix a little favoritism, a little politics. Players get the big head, get the feeling themselves. Oh, they can't tell me shit, bro. I do what I want to do. Oh, they make me mad? Fuck it. I can go here right now. I can go around yonder and get a bag, bro, and roll out this bitch, and can't nobody stop me. Just like the NIL. So the transfer portal needs some more some stipulations. Players should have to sign at least, I say, a 1 year, matter of fact, a 2 year contract. You know, depending on the player, I would say, because college football, after your junior year, you can go to the league, you can go pro if you're good enough. So I say you should have to stick with a team for 2 years, 1.5, something like that, bro. But we need something in the contract. So these college coaches are not put in certain predicaments every damn year, you know, early, man. Period, dog. It's a fucking game now. College football, it's not even college football, right? This shit is damn near semi-pro. You call this shit semi-pro. Mini NFL. And ain't nobody saying these players shouldn't be paid. They bring billions to these schools. Understandable. But at the end of the day, how much should they make? Are you trying to pay them? You know? Or are you trying to break them, baby, early? Are you trying to reward them? Or are you trying to destroy them, baby, early? Because some of these players are not ready for these cars, these materials, this jewelry, all this shit that comes with it, bro. Period. And then you got to ask yourself, where is the hunger? After they get paid, is the hunger still there? The ultimate goal is still the NFL. They still gonna get a major payday playing in the NFL, being the best, playing amongst the best in the world. But some players probably lose their damn hunger, dog, for real. The hunger to play, the hunger to work hard, the hunger to train, the want to, you know? So all these factors we got to take into consideration when we're judging the board. Now, I understand I'm not excusing him. He evades no blame for his team not being prepared for that damn Rose Bowl game, right? Heavy, bro. No way around it. No cap. He evades no blame. That was a piss poor performance, piss poor effort, right? One of the worst performances in Bama history. He has to eat that. Boom, take that on the chin. Quickly and swiftly. It starts with the board. It's his team, period. Bottom line, no cap, bro. Boom. But we have to take into consideration before we say fire the man, you know, what he's really up against. How is he really performing with the situation and the battle he's really up against? That's all I'm saying, bro. The standard at Bama is success. No cap. But why the hell y'all think Saban left early, dog? Because he knew what was coming. Yeah, Saban knew what was coming. Heavy. Saban said, hell to the no. I ain't finna mess up my legacy over this pay for play bullshit that's coming around yonder. So he packed up, got up out of there. And Saban is still Saban. ESPN panel, getting his money, getting his bread, chilling, feet up in the sun, dog, in the shade. Heavy. Come on, man. So you think Saban left? Come on, bro. That's exactly why Saban left. Could he have kept coaching? Hell yeah. But after that Michigan loss, bro, he said, hell no, I'm out of here. I'm sure he probably talked to a few players, a few recruits, and they said, I need this amount with my money. He said, hell no, y'all got it. And he left. No, he put Bama in a bad situation, a tight spot, no cap. Heavy. You know, the way he left, crazy work. But hey, what do you expect, dog? This is the game now. Now, the question is, can Bama, Greg Byrne, Courtney Morgan sock it to their damn pockets? You know? Period, bro. Sock it to a player pocket. The hell we talking about around here? All this talk about Bama broke. Bama ain't broke. Since when, bro? Since when Bama football been broke? Since Saban came in that bitch, they ain't been broke in 2007. You hear me? I was peeping Bama then. They ain't been broke since 2009, bro, when they smashed Florida State in the SEC championship game. Easy work. You know what I mean? Bama ain't been broke even before then. Dealing with the lawsuits, all that. Being suspended, all that, bro. No cap. You hear me? Huh? Bama ain't no broke ass team. Yeah. Tuscaloosa, that's a big, a booming city, a college town. Are you kidding me, baby? As much money that football program get, that's the only thing in Bama. For real. You got Bama basketball, but that shit ain't start popping off to what? 4 years ago? And I don't even watch basketball for real. When Bama basketball get hot? When they hit the Final Four? 2 years ago? Bama football been getting bread, bruh. Fans been paying up, bruh, early. Yay. Boosters been feeding the school, dog. You hear me? So all this Bama broke talk and they can't afford this and they can't afford that. Kill that noise, bruh. Poppycock heavy. Want to hear that BS? That's BS. Talking about Bama broke school, man. Get up out of here. They may not have as much money to play with as the Texases and the Indianas and Ohio States, whatever, but they can play ball. And like I say, you still got players who gon' come to Bama because that's what they wanted to do their whole life, right? Right. That's where their heart leads them. You got some players who won't be enticed by people in their ear, by family members giving them wrong information, by money, cars, jewelry, etc. So kill that noise, bro. Heavy. You hear me? You know what I mean? Be real, dog. Let's get it, man. But the entire time he's been here, the D line and O line has had no push. That's crazy, man. That tells you something right there about my boy. If your D line and O line has been getting weaker and weaker, even in Saban's last years, the O line wasn't performing the same. The O line wasn't dominant. They weren't dominant in the trenches. They weren't mauling people. They wasn't moving bodies. It wasn't murder ball. Period. So you got to look at it full spectrum. And if Kalen DeBoer is smart, that's what he will do. If your strength and conditioning program needs to be revamped, then damn it, revamp it quickly and swiftly, bro. Period. How the hell are you Bama and your O-line is soft and weak? Huh? Since when, bro? Since when? Come on, man. People pick and choose, bro. We live in a pick and choose world early. Shout out Chris Camp in the building. Shout out Chris Camp in the building, dog. I'm done with DE, or I gave him a chance, but letting all our players that's supposed to come back as starters potentially, and they not replacing them with nothing but a few they've signed. Hey, man, I understand how you feeling, Chris Camp, but give us some time, bro. They brung some solid players in. I understand it's a long list. It's a long list. But how do we know the board didn't try his best to keep some of these players, right? How do we know that they didn't try to pay these players and they just wanted to leave? At the same time, you know how you mad at the board, Chris Camp? You should feel the same way, have the same energy towards some players. You know, if the players make the decision to leave, let them leave. If they don't want to be at Bama, let them go. Whatever the case may be, right? Whether it's they don't want to compete, they don't want to put the work in, whatever it is. If they don't want to be here, let them go. What can DeBoer do if he really tried to pay these dudes or tried to make them stay and they choose to leave? What can he do? Keon Keeley said he wasn't going nowhere. Mbakwe said he wasn't going nowhere. Then they switched up. So can we put all the blame on DeBoer? And at the end of the day, DeBoer might have personnel that he wants, you know? But Bama is still in play for some good players, bro. So let's see what happens. January 16th, all this shit'll be over. It'll be behind us. And let's see what the roster look like and where we go from here. But I understand people's frustration, man. A lot of players done hit this damn portal, and I repeat, a lot of players done hit this damn portal. Keon Keeley, major star. He probably should have got more reps. I like Noah Carter for real. He flashed in some games. I feel like he should have got more reps. Cam Calhoun, I love the way he plays. Heavy. He's a dog, physical, aggressive, swagger. You know, I would have rather seen him out there than Damani Jackson. You hear me? Heavy. Damani Jackson, who can't tackle no damn body, being a senior, can't tackle worth a damn. So yeah, man, you may have lost some players. You may have lost out on some opportunities. And you may be able to blame the coaches. You may be correct, Chris. But at the end of the day, let's see how it pans out, bro. You know, it's a long list of players that Alabama are identifying. I'm going to get to it in a minute. And what if they do get Cam Coleman, right? I'm asking you this, Chris Camp. What if Cam Coleman comes to Bama? Will you be happier? Will you be more satiated? And this is a direct question to the chat. Fire the chat up, bro. If Cam Coleman comes to Bama, the best player in the portal, allegedly, all the top rankings and athletics and news and ESPN, all this. Cam Coleman is the number one receiver, number one player in the portal right now. Yeah. So will you guys be happy if Bama gets him? Come on, bro. They landed a athletic freak at linebacker, athletic dude from USC, you know. Got the tackle from Michigan. So just let it pan out, bro. It's not over yet, homie. Heavy. Some of those players who left Bama, probably some of them didn't even have a shot to play. Just what it is, bro. For real, no cap. Respect to Chris Camp in the building, bro. He say he been roll tide since early 80s, bro. Respect to you. Salute to you, my boy. Heavy. Like I say, it's Bama fans who been long life Bama fans, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been a fan since 2010. And when I saw in that Indiana game, I was mad as hell. Early. Inexcusable early. Heavy, bro. You know what I mean? But I don't care, bro. Win, lose, or draw. It's a lot of bandwagon Bama fans out there. A lot of fans who turn their back on Bama. Even fans who've been Bama fans their whole life. You know, but I refuse, though, dog. I refuse. You hear me? Heavy. It's easy to be a fan during the good times, you know. It's tough when it's rough, man. When your team ain't performing or producing the way you want them to. When the whole world talking about them in a negative light. It's rough. But that's when the true fans show up. That's when the real ones come out. Period. Just what it is, man. Heavy. I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan too. So y'all know what it is. I don't know how many people in here in the chat watch NFL football or who your NFL team is. You hear me? You hear me, dog? Straight up. But I'm SKOL Vikes forever. Roll Tide forever. For real. CFB need a no transfer clause, just like the NFL got for the no trade clause. Hey, man, they need something. They need something, Bama boy. No cap. Shout out Bama boy in the building, man. Real talk. Where that train that up in this bitch, bro? For real. You hear me? That's real talk, man. Real. One more again, man. One more again. You know? Players being able to leave after 1 year is too much. It should not be allowed. They need something in these contracts to change. It should be something in the contract that has to change, right? It has to change, bottom line. You can't just leave year to year. Isaiah Horton shouldn't have been able to just hop up and leave after 1 year. What? Bro played 1 year and now he going to another team. How can you build a team? How can you be consistent with players being able to go whenever they want to go? You know what I mean? That's not even fair. It's not fair to your staff. It's not fair to the head coaches, to the organization, to the school. How can you consistently continue to build a team when players can leave after 1 year? It's cat, bro. For real. Period. You're paying the players already. Damn, bro. Help the coaches out a little bit. Make it a little easier for the coaches, bro. You hear me? I totally agree, Bama boy. I totally agree, dog. For real. It's getting ridiculous when players can just hop around after a year. That's too much. You should have to stay at least 2 years, period, bro. You still got 2 years, 1 year left for eligibility if you want to go pro after your junior year. But something got to give. Something got to shake, bro. No cap. It's already tough enough to keep players due to money and other vices, other teams giving certain material promises. It's tough enough now. Come on, bro. Let's stop this shit, bro. Heavy. Yeah, it is, but other teams are doing similar and winning titles, but not Bama. I feel you, Chris Camp, but other teams may have more money to work with. You got to understand, coaches like Kirk Cignetti, Indiana had a lot of money to blow. Plus, Kirk Cignetti come from that Saban tree, and Kirk Cignetti is a great coach. DeBoer may have to just catch up, step up, bro. Period. Early. You got to look at it full spectrum, Chris. You hear me, dog? No cap. I understand where you're coming from, but what team has won 2 in a row in the college playoff, Chris? Ain't no team won 2 in a row. Last year was the first year of the 12 team, right? How many teams you think going to build a dynasty in this damn 12 team, especially if they kick it to 16 playoff realm, dog? You think it's going to be a team that win 4 straight? Hell no. 2 straight? Hell no. You think Indiana going to come back and win again next year? Now they'll compete. They'll probably be in there. I don't think Indiana come win 2 in a row. If a team wins 2 in a row in this transition of college football and this college football playoff system now, and you got a team who win 2 in a row, that's a dynasty, bro. They should be crowned heavy. Yeah, man. Early. With the portal, with the NIL and all this, if you win 2 back-to-back, bro, you're a damn dynasty, bro. Period. Heavy. I guarantee you next year, it'll be a new team who win the Natty. It won't be Indiana again. And Indiana reloaded again. Shows you how important the transfer portal is again. Check the live I did the other day. The video I posted, what I clipped. Indiana right back at it again. But it takes money, man. It takes federally. It takes players wanting to come to your program. It's a game now, for real, Chris. It's a real game. You've been a Bama fan since the 80s? The 80s? So you know how different it is, dog. No cap. You hear me? You know how different this shit is, bro. For real. This shit is no longer the same, period. Once again, man, you in the chat, like it up. Heavy. It's just different, man. It's just different, dog. Early, bro. Heavy. I don't like the guy, to be honest. He ain't it, man. Sorry, too soft. That's a great point. You can definitely say, hey, is DeBoer too soft? Does he need to tighten up? Does he need to be a little harder? We can all agree to that. I can agree to that, bro. DeBoer need to get a little tough, a little rougher around the edges. This the SEC. This ain't out west. This ain't the Pac-12. Period. No cap, bro. I'm definitely with you right there. Now, you ain't got to be a hard ass disrespecting players and slapping them and grabbing them, all this extra shit. But yeah, I definitely agree with you, man. He need to put his foot down more. We need a certain level of urgency from him to show even more. Period. This is the SEC. This is Bama. This is not Washington. No disrespect to them. It's a different animal, different ball game. Players are different. Energy is different. Atmosphere is different. All that. We saw how Nick Saban coached. The intensity he had. He was never satisfied. Never happy for real. Until the job mission was done, bro. Period. Even then, we saw Bama teams under Saban have big leads. Big leads, bro. And Saban's still on the sidelines going ham. Mad as hell because a player messed up. Yeah, bro. For real. So, yes, can Kalen DeBoer turn it up a little bit? Get a little more aggressive? Hell yeah. Year 3, dog. Let's see what he does, man. Let's see what he does. He says, why is Horton leaving? We're going to go to, I'm going to check out this article right now, bro. Your guess is as good as mine, Chris. Your guess is as good as mine, big dog. No cap, bro. You hear me? Heavy. I'm finna get into it right now, man. Right now, bro. Alabama wide receiver Isaiah Horton plans to enter NCAA transfer portal. And this is really just in, like, this is literally just it, like 30 minutes ago. Hold on one second, man. It's like 30 minutes ago, for real. So this just happened, dog. No cap. Give me 1 second, bro. Give me 1 second, homie. You hear me? Get into this article, man. For real. Hey, who y'all got tonight, man? Let me know who y'all got tonight in the game. Who y'all pulling for? I'm pulling for Ole Miss. I want to see the SEC take it, man. I'm tired of the disrespect they give to the SEC. Let me know in the chat who y'all got tonight, bro. Ole Miss or Miami? Who y'all pulling for? Ole Miss or Miami? Who y'all want to see win? I'm pulling for the SEC, dog. Period. Let's get into this article right quick, though, man. No cap. Let's see. Alabama wide receiver Isaiah Horton plans to enter the NCAA transfer portal. On3 has learned. Horton was the third leading receiver on the Crimson Tide's roster during the 2025 season. Horton totaled 42 receptions for 511 yards and a team high 8 receiving touchdowns. Very productive, man. Very productive. Heavy. He was Ty Simpson's third option behind Jeremy Bernard and Ryan Williams. He ultimately spent 1 season in Tuscaloosa as he began his career at Miami. Horton spent 3 seasons there before committing to Alabama last offseason. Horton played in 29 games across his 3 seasons with the Hurricanes, hauling in 70 passes for 790 yards and 6 touchdowns. By far his most productive season came in 2024. Hey, On3, what's up with the grammar? What's up with the grammar errors, dog? Spelling words wrong and this and that. Come on, bro. Sometimes I don't be getting this shit, bro. For real, no cap. By far his most productive season came in 2024, where he caught 56 passes for 616 yards and 5 scores in one of the nation's best passing offenses. He surpassed the 1,000-yard mark for his career during his lone season at Alabama. After redshirting his freshman year in Coral Gables, he will have 1 year of eligibility remaining to play for his next team. Where that will be for now remains to be seen. Before college, Horton rated as a 4-star recruit in the 2022 class, according to the Rivals Industry Rankings, which is a proprietary algorithm that compiles ratings and rankings from all 4 primary recruiting media services. He was the number 337 overall player in his class and the number 54 overall wideout. Horton's career at Alabama ended in the college football playoff. It was an interesting run for the Crimson Tide this postseason. The first matchup saw them complete a 17-point comeback, the largest in CFP history, against Oklahoma in the first round. However, they had no answers for Indiana in the national quarterfinal, losing 38-3. Horton caught 7 passes for 81 yards during the CFP. Alabama finished the 2025 season with an 11-4 season. Along the way, they became the first team with 3 regular season losses to secure an at-large bid into the college football playoff. Clemson had previously qualified as a top 5 ranked conference champion during the 24 season. and there you have it, man. You know, there you have it, dog. There you have it, man. So Horton, he's out of there, bro. He's out of there. I want to see if it's any more. See if it's any more news on Cam Coleman coming in too, bro. Like I said, I'm gonna get into some videos, but Isaiah Horton is gone, dog. All of our best players that was returning are leaving. What the f? Chris Kemp, like who? Like how many? Which ones though? Like who you say? Like Keon Keeley? Who else, bro? Like where's the list, man? Give me 1 second. Let's dive into this list right quick, man. No cap. Give me 1 second, bro. But Chris Kemp, name the top players that you think hit the portal that hurts Bama the most. You hear me? Let me know which players you think leaving impacts Bama the most. Like for real, man. Like I must know, bro. I must know. Chris Kemp say all our best players that was returning are leaving. We know Keon Keeley. This portal makes college football less predictable. Shout out Willie in the building. Big facts, Willie. Hey, bro. That's real talk. With it, dog. No cap, bro. You hear me? It definitely makes it unpredictable. You know, you got to ask yourself, why was the portal even created? Was it because they was tired of Bama and certain schools getting the best players? And maybe they was tired of seeing the same schools in it, right? Right. So it's a difference, man. It's a difference, but it definitely makes this unpredictable for real, man. No cap. Year in, year out, you don't know. You just don't know. Because you don't only sign these players, you got to develop them, you got to mold them into greatness. You got to insert them in your scheme, and you got to hope it works with a few months of putting them in your scheme. Heavy. That's the difference, dog. No cap. You hear me? It's about an adaptation. Shout out Le Project 4576 in the building. He say Cam coming. That's why Isaiah left. He wouldn't leave knowing he finna be receiver one. Ooh, okay. Hold on now. Why you so sure though? Why you so sure Isaiah Horton would be a receiver one though, man? Latsir Brooks. He really performed the best out of all the receivers, right? I mean, heavy. I guess him and Isaiah Horton right there as far as competition, but how are we so sure Isaiah Horton would be receiver one? No, he definitely could be, but you got freshmen coming in there who going to play. Ryan Williams, if he can get his mind right. And Brooks balled out. You hear me? The play, you know? So I definitely understand your point about him leaving, but that could be one reason for it, project. But it also could have been shit. Bama didn't want to pay him a certain amount, or he really wanted to go elsewhere. But I hope the reason is Cam coming. Definitely. If Bama gets Cam Coleman, wow. Signing of the year, transfer portal win of the damn year. You hear me? Heavy. No cap. But I don't think it was guaranteed that Isaiah Horton would be your number one. Not with Latsir Brooks back there and him coming into his sophomore year, dog. No cap. It was no guarantee that Isaiah Horton was the bona fide one. Even Ryan Williams, like I say, he was supposed to be the one for real. If he comes back and he's locked in and his mind is right and he's back to his old self, he may be the one. So I feel what you're saying, project, but at the end of the day, we don't know for sure. But I hope the reason is Bama is getting Cam Coleman. I would have no issues with that. No damn problems. Bring him in. Bring him in. Come on, man. For real. For real, man. Let me get back and let me check out some of this news right quick, though, bro. Give me 1 second. Got the Nick Saban defending defending the board. That's pretty funny. Give me 1 second. Let's get into some of this news, man. Check out this Bama roster, because you know, Bama roster, like we got to see who's in and who's back, bro. Give me 1 second, man. Give me 1 second, bro. Hold on right quick, man. The damn roster, bro. Okay, hold on. All nah, hold up. Oh, these are portal players. 1 second. Roster. Let's see. Give me 1 second, man. Let's just get into who Bama looking at and who the board looking to bring in for real. Because Bama's not done with the portal. I repeat, Bama is not done with the portal, bro. For real. Bama is not done with the portal at all. Give me 1 second here to look at this right quick, man. We're going to break it down for real. Oh, yeah. 1 second. I'm going to get into some videos too, man. A lot of people capping and yapping and talking crazy about Bama, man. Talking real crazy about Bama, man. Come on now. Give me 1 second here, bro. 1 second. Alabama, Kalen DeBoer lining up visits with multiple transfer targets. And once I read the targets, I'm going to go and do some research on them and see what they really about. You hear me? And really break them down, etc. Kalen DeBoer in Alabama and the Alabama staff are expecting multiple top transfers on campus in the coming days. So, Chris, man, hey, it's look at the silver lining, man. More players are coming, homie. More players are coming. Right now, Bama need to ensure that line, in my opinion. That's one of the most major important positions, that damn line, bro. You hear me? No cap. The Crimson Tide has landed 5 commitments in less than a week. Alabama will get one of the top offensive tackles. Where y'all at, bro? Come on now. I repeat, Alabama will get one of the top offensive tackles in the transfer portal on campus. So let's be happy. Let's be happy, baby, for real. Sources tell On3, coming off a trip to South Carolina, NC State, offensive tackle Jacarius Peak is lining up a trip to Tuscaloosa. The Tide will be competing with Texas Tech, and South Carolina to land the number 3 player in the portal, according to On3. So right there, bro, boom. That's the number 3 player in the portal, according to On3. Would y'all not say that would be a great pickup? A splash signing, huh? And that's definitely addressing a position of need. Offensive line, a position of need, right? Right. So like I told y'all, let's give it some time, bro. Give it some time and see how it really pans out, bro. For real. Let's see what Jacarius Peak is, what he talk, how big he is first off, man. Here we go. He's a redshirt junior, sport football, number 65, position offensive tackle, definitely a position of need. 6'5", 310, big dude. High school, he's from Valdosta, Georgia. He's a big dude, bro. You hear me? No cap. Big dude, bro. Size, powerful, and you talking about the number 3 tackle. What do we really need here? That's a plus, right? In my opinion. Hold on 1 second, man. Lock in with me, bro. Lock in with me. Let's see what's up, man. Heavy. Transfer portal ranking 96.72. Hold up, man. Where the sirens at, bro? Where the sirens at, bro? 96.72 transfer portal ranking. He's a dog. Come on, man. He's a dog, bro. For real. Experience. We talk about experience. What did we see when Bama played Indiana? They had a lot of players who were experienced, older, et cetera, man. 2022 to 2025. A lot of experience, dog. No cap. So right now, it looks like it's between South Carolina and Alabama, who has the most, who has the highest chance of landing him. South Carolina, Alabama, boom. He would be a great pickup, man. Dude's a dog for real. Definitely, man. Definitely. And that's one player right there, Chris. One player right there. I'm gonna get into the rest right now. Let's go back to it. If Bama can land him, this is phenomenal, bro. I repeat, phenomenal. Let me know how y'all feel about Jacarius Peak. Once again, let me know how y'all feel about Jacarius Peak, bro. No cap, for real. Y'all feel like he's the one? He's a dog? Let me know. Y'all feel like he's a dog? He's the one? Let me know. I think Noah Carter leaving got a lot to do with their commitment to Justin Hill. How do we feel about Justin Hill, though, Bama boy? Justin Hill got a lot of rep, a lot of play, a lot of tick. Justin Hill was a freshman, correct? If I'm not mistaken, he was a freshman, right? How do y'all feel about Hill? Do y'all like Hill more than Carter? I mean, let's be real, man. I mean, I would have loved to see Noah Carter stay, but we talk about depth, you know? I mean, how mad are we really? Even though we know for a fact Noah Carter should have got more rep, he should have got more tick. Period, no cap. But it is players in a rotation to make you feel a little bit better. You know? That's just what it is, man. Ingram made me a Bama fan. Okay, shout out. I assume you're talking about Mark Ingram, Bama boy. Shout out Mark Ingram, dog. Even though sometimes he be talking heavy, he be going against Bama heavy, bro. Even this year, he talking about Bama didn't deserve to be in the show. All right, bro. Shout out Holden in the building. Shout out my dog Holden in the building, homie. You hear me? Did Ty Simpson declare for the draft? Yeah, Holden, he's out of there, dog. He's out of there, man. For real. Roll Tide. Roll Tide 22 in the building. Shout out Roll Tide 22 in the building, bro. You hear me? Whoever wins the competition, may the best man win. Early. May the best man win. I don't care if you're a freshman, sophomore, or junior, right? May the best man win. All this whole freshman and being over loyal and this and that. No, bro. Kill that noise, bro. No cap. May the best man win. Period. I'm right there with you, Roll Tide 22. Whoever wins the competition, that's who wins it. Plain truth in the building. Roll Tide full of pride, dog. Roll Tide full of pride, dog. No cap. Ryan is the leading receiver based on targets and yards returning. If Ryan Williams can get his mind right, if Ryan Williams can get back to his old self, he should be the number one. Everybody expected him to be the number one, right? But after the season, it all was said and done. He wasn't even the three for real, right? I mean, come on, no disrespect, but he wasn't even the three. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with Williams. You know what he was dealing with or been dealing with, sophomore slump, whatever, dog. But he need to man up and zone in and lock in. You hear me? Man up, zone in, and lock in, bro. You hear me? No cap. High expectations for Ryan Williams coming into this season, and respect him for sticking with the program, staying locked in with the Tide, right? Not leaving, not thinking the grass is greener on the other side. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give him kudos and credit for that alone. He could have pulled the Isaiah Horton move. He could have pulled the Mbakwe move. Mbakwe, him and Mbakwe as homeboys. They got a podcast the whole 9 yards together. He could have said, hey, I'm up out of here. I ain't feeling Bama no more. Whatever. So shout out respect to Ryan Williams, man, for sticking to the program for real. Yeah, man. At the end of the day, respect, shout out, salute to him. Straight up, man. Early. Unless Cam show up. Cam Coleman is the it factor, right? Cam Coleman is the X factor. Everybody wants to know, with Isaiah Horton leaving, does this really mean that Cam Coleman is coming into town? Is this what it really means here around yonder? Right? Is Cam Coleman the man now? That's what everybody waiting to see, bro. Now that Isaiah Horton made his move, we'll see this weekend. I know that, right? Heavy, baby. We will see this weekend, period. No cap. Because the portal is done January 16th. What's the date today? The 8th? So we still got what? How many more days to the 16th? A lot more could happen, bro. Definitely. You hear me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 more days until this is over, bro. Until it's really set in stone. We're gonna see. If he leaves, we got to get Coleman before somebody else's does. If who leaves, Chris? Expound, bro. Expound. He said, if he leaves, we got to get Coleman before somebody else does. Everybody wants Coleman, homie. For real. Yeah. Majority of the schools out there want Coleman, homie. Yeah. Quay, Keon, James Smith on the portal. Facts. Yeah. Quay. Questions about Quay Russaw. Is he as good as people say he is? You know, I'm gonna get into the article about that. Keon Keeley, we know Keon Keeley was that dude. He will be that dude. He gonna be that dude. James Smith, you can call that a big loss because he was a starter. He definitely affects your depth chart. One of your starting players. I wouldn't say he was a star, but he was definitely a high contributor. But if they can replace all these players, man, like Quay, have they been replaced already, Chris? You got Quay, you got the linebacker from Virginia Tech. He's a speed demon. He's 6'3", 220. That might be your Quay replacement right there. Keon, you got the D lineman from USC. Devon Tompkins, he's a dog. He still has room to grow. So yeah, we lost some players, bro. But keep in mind, Chris, some of these players have been replaced already. You hear me? Heavy, dog, no cap. And we still got 8 more days for it to all come together. And you can't forget the freshmen in certain areas, right? You can't forget the freshmen coming this year, the sophomores, juniors, even some seniors. So we gotta put it all really into perspective, dog. Heavy. I know right now it may look bad, but let's calm down and wait and see how it really pans out, man, before we really give it a judgment. Hope Julio and J-Mo give Cam that talk and sway him. Play truth, no cap, man. Hold up, bro. Hold up, man. You hear me? Hey, man. Hey. It's time to start using all your resources, all your damn resources for real. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. For real. Everybody else use their resources. Everybody use alumni and this and that. Hey, bro. Hey, do what benefits you, Bama. Do what benefits you. Make it true. Roll Tide, man. For real. I feel a lot better if we get at least one of those 3 back, Quay especially. Well, shit, Quay, I mean, would you want Quay back rather than Keon Keeley? I think I'd much rather prefer have Keon Keeley back than Quay. And also, can Quay stay healthy? You know, we gotta throw the yeah on. You know, we gotta throw the yeahs on. Huh? But Chris, can Quay stay healthy, dog? You hear me? But we talk about Quay and Keon Keeley. I would much rather prefer Keon Keeley to come back. And we know how the portal works. He could definitely come back. We saw Scott, the receiver, come back. So it's not over yet. Is it realistic? Hell no. But at the end of the day, if you got to decide between Quay and Keeley, oh, I'm taking Keeley all day, baby. No disrespect to Quay. No disrespect to Quay. But yeah, I'm going with Keeley for real. Really hate to see lose James Smith. He's gangsta on that D line. He played with heart. That's facts, dog. Experience as well. Older guys, well. Hey, definitely, man. Definitely, bro. Anytime you lose that pieces, it may hurt. But the question is, how do you replace them? What does your depth chart look like? And until we really know, like Kalen DeBoer, ain't nobody doing no interviews, doing no pressers. I don't know. I don't know the next time when coaches will talk or take the podium, right? But until we really know why these players left, or if Bama didn't want them no more, or whatever the case may be, bro, we don't know the full scoop yet, bro. You hear me? So really, it's all just speculation and opinion, right? Everybody's giving how they feel in their opinions, bro. Does anybody know the real reason why? You know, I don't even understand why James Smith would have left in the first place. His spot was pretty much solidified. Keon Keeley's spot was pretty much solidified going into next season, right? Right. Quay, I don't think was he a guaranteed starter? Probably not. It would have been a battle. But like I tell y'all, bro, some players are enticed. Some players can be manipulated. Some players really think the grass is greener on the other side, period. And it could be no other reason except that some schools have a bigger bag. And can you get mad at Bama for not wanting to pay certain players a certain amount if they already have other players in mind? So this may be a whole strategy play from the board, from his staff, Kane Walmack, Grubb, boom. Maybe they have had these players identified already. Maybe they knew this was coming already, early. So that's just what I'm saying, bro. Let's just calm down. I understand people are upset. Some people worried and what's going on. But this is a system. This is the system. This is the game that must be played. And let's not really overreact until the full game is done. Right? Until January 16th hits, boom. You see the final roster for real? Then boom, you make decisions, you make conclusions on what's going on. And the good thing is, one thing that college football did change about the portal, in the springtime, we ain't got to worry about this again, right? The roster is set. So it ain't going to be no transfer portal going on in the springtime. The team you on after January 16th is the team you're on. Besides the players who play for the teams who compete in the Natty, then they have, I think, like 5-6 days to hit the portal, whatever. So January 16th come, man, we good. We can see where this roster is really at. No better not be they let guys walk, still haven't filled those positions. Yeah, man, just take some time, Chris. Take some time, man. D-line, O-line. You got to solidify your O-line. That's the biggest thing for me. I want to see that O-line solidified and that D-line solidified, period, bro. You hear me? I think the cornerback position, we pretty stacked. Wide receiver position, we still pretty stacked, even with the exit of Horton, especially if we get Cam Coleman, right? Running back position, pretty stacked. You hear me? Tight end position, solid. Safety room, solid. So really the interior, man, the trenches, but not only want to see them solidify, bring players in the building, I want to see them boys be mean and be tough. And that all comes with the off-season program. I want to see them be violent on that field, be physical on that field, right? Right. I want to see pure domination on that field. I want to see murder ball. You hear me? Murder ball. Period, dog. Heavy. I want to see it get bloody. Extra bloody. You hear me? Heavy. No way around it. Peak a beast. He's a beast. Let me get back to the list in a minute. But Peak is a beast. You know? If they get Peak, man, what's up? In motion for real. In motion for real. You really didn't lose nobody. The O-line they lost so far, Pete comes in, he really replaces all of them quickly and swiftly, dog. No cap. You got a solidified, bona fide star in Peak. Starting tackle in Peak. You know, that's why I tell y'all the transfer portal is where it's at right now. On top of the great recruiting class Bama has. Period, huh? I hope they can make him a road grader, body mover, pancaker. You hear me, Chris? Come on. One more again, bitch. Yeah. Yeah, man. You know, all that, bro. All that. Heavy. Body breaker. Come on, man. Y'all watching the Miami Ole Miss game? Hell yeah. I asked y'all who y'all got in the game tonight. Who y'all think gonna win? Who you got, Chris? Who you got, dog? I'm going for Ole Miss. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of the disrespect towards the SEC. I'm going for Ole Miss heavy. I think Miami will beat them, but I'm pulling for Ole Miss, dog. No cap. I hope Ole Miss wins it all for real. Tough to say that as a Bama fan, but at the end of the day, I'm rocking with the SEC, period. I'm locked in with the SEC, period, dog. No cap. Let me know in the chat who y'all got tonight, bro. Miami or Ole Miss? Miami or Ole Miss? Who you want to win, bro? Let me know. I'm glad Carroll coming back. Carroll gonna be a problem. He was a freshman, man. Let's not forget Carroll, man. That right side of the line, tackle. He had his ups and downs, bumps and bruises, but Carroll gonna be solid. Especially if they get a coach in there who can develop him even more. He got the size, he got the attributes. You hear me? He got things you can't coach, size, athleticism, etc. It just has to be structured differently, revamped. His gameplay, some of his techniques. And a lot of times that comes with experience. What did Indiana have? Experience. You know, what did Bama lack on the line? Majority. Experience, huh? Heavy. You got certain players playing out of position, bro. No cap. Bama having to move players here, move players there. Let's wait and see a full year in the program where these guys are back to their original position, their natural position. And let's see how it turns out. Let's see how the run game looks next year with Smothers in the backfield. Big signing, boom. What's the young freshman who's all the hype about? The young freshman, y'all know his name. It's not off top right now, but y'all know who I'm talking about, bro. You hear me? So let's wait and see how this new O-line looks. But Carroll, you're absolutely right, Chris. I think he got the potential to be a dog for real. Once he really learns the playbook, learns the game more, it slows down for him more. Now he's really a veteran in this offense. He's no longer a freshman. And we know college football, once your sophomore season comes, especially if you played all your freshman year, you are now a true vet. So I'm very excited about Carroll. He has some good plays, has some bad plays. It's what comes with the territory, dog. No cap. It's part of the ball, part of the process, part of his growth. But he has to get bigger. He has to get stronger and keep his athleticism, agility, speed, power, quickness, whatever his strengths are, he has to keep those as well as grow and get bigger. And who plays a major role in that? Your strength and conditioning coach, your O-line position coach, your head coach, your coaching staff, your nutrition plan. And we all know Bama has a great nutrition plan. Bama spends dollars on top of dollars on their football program, bro, period. If that shit is not up to par, it's a problem. As much money they throw into the program, throw into that program, bro. Training facilities, nutrition, all that. It should be up to par. It is top level. So ain't no reason that these players ain't getting developed quickly and swiftly. Period, dog. No cap. So we gonna see for real. We gonna see. That was a surprise, Carter leaving. He was just getting to play some Shake My Head. Yeah, dog. Yeah. I like Carter a lot, man. I felt like Carter had a lot of upside. The times he got in the game and the times I saw him play, I definitely thought he had some upside, bro. No cap. I felt like he should have got way more reps than he did. And that falls on the coaches, bro. Period. For real. Didn't Noah Carter come from Washington? You know, homie? Yeah. It's a lot of questions, Chris. A lot of inside scoops, a lot of things going on behind the scenes, bro, that people just don't know. Period. Let's get back into this list, bro. 1 second. 1 second, man. Almost time for that game, man. Here we go. Hold on. But we got players coming in, man. Auburn transfer wide receiver Cam Coleman is currently at Texas Tech. He's already made visits to Texas and Texas A&M. The current expectation is that Coleman will wrap up his visit with the Red Raiders on Thursday and travel home to Phoenix City, Alabama. From there, he's expected in Tuscaloosa at some point this weekend. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me clear, dog? Heavy. You know? So the fact that he's waiting and he's making Bama his last visit of this whole portal situation, could that be a plus? Could that be a positive? You hear me? Heavy. You know? And out of all those schools, Texas Tech, Texas, whoever the other school they name, I think Bama is more enticing for him. He's from Bama, his hometown. He can beat Auburn's ass, you know. The wide receivers coach, his wide receiver coach went from Auburn. Now he's at Bama. So everything's aligning, baby, the right way for Cam Coleman to be hollering, "Roll Tide, full of pride." So to the people who think that Isaiah Horton leaving means that we're going to get Cam Coleman, let's celebrate for fucking real. You hear me? You know, but this weekend will tell it all. Well, not the visit per se, but what happens on Monday. I feel like Monday, boom, he'll probably make a decision, bro. You hear me? Yeah, bro. But Bama has a big chance to land this dude. And if they do, it changes everything. Everything, dog. No cap. So Cam Coleman, another visit. The 6'3", 201-pound wideout is a former 5-star plus recruit who made an immediate impact at Auburn. In 2 seasons with the Tigers, Coleman posted 93 catches for 1,306 yards and 13 touchdowns. Alabama is also trending to land a commitment from Mississippi offensive tackle Jimothy Lewis. Come on, guys. Come on, bro. Let's calm down. Let's take a look at Jimothy Lewis. You hear me? Jimothy Lewis. You hear me? What do we need? O-lineman. What is he? O-line. Jimothy Lewis from Mississippi, IMG. Red shirt freshman. Number 74, offensive tackle, 6'5", 300 pounds. I repeat, 6'5", 300 pounds. Damn, bruh. He's a dog. He's a big body, a dog. Come on, bruh. Let's be positive. Let's be positive about this whole situation, about this whole scenario. This dude is 6'5", 300 pounds, and he still has 3 years of eligibility left. Let's get back into it. Transfer portal rating, 86.50. Solid transfer portal rating. Prediction 100% that Bama has already offered him. Matter of fact, so they made the offer. Y'all see right here, boom. They made the offer. So far, it looks like the only team who has made an offer. Prediction is 100% that they land him. Class rank number 4. Offensive tackle drafted 4. Come on, bro. This dude got a lot of potential here, man. Keep your eye on Jimothy Lewis. So Bama's making moves. So shout out to my boy Chris. Let's just take our time and comment down, homie. Let's take our time and comment down. Let it pan out, bro. Let it play out. Sources tell On3 LSU offensive lineman DJ Chester is expected at Alabama on Thursday. Boom. That's today. See what Chester about, dog. Red shirt sophomore, 6'5", 335 pounds. So Bama getting these bodies in here, bro. They getting these bodies in here for real. Big boys who can move bodies. You hear me? So teams who want him: Georgia Tech, Mississippi State, South Carolina, Baylor. So right now it seems like Georgia Tech is the top team to land him, but Bama right there, dog. He coming on a visit. This is a competition. This is a competition for real. Transfer portal rating 86.50. So let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens for real. Give me 1 second, bro. Roll Tide, man. Let's go. Chester is expected at Alabama on Thursday. Chester earned freshman All-American honors in 24 before serving as the first team as the first man off the bench in 25, rotating between left tackle and center. According to On3 Still Woodfong, former Mercer defensive back Carmelo O'Neal is also visiting Alabama on Thursday. Auburn, LSU, UCLA, and Kentucky are also in the mix. The 6'4", 200 pounds. Hold up. Defensive back, 6'4", 200? Oh, what, bro? Hold up. 6'4", 200? Him, Dejon Lee? Hold up. Hold up, man. Hold up, man. Hold up, dog. He's a sophomore. 6'4", 200 from Georgia. Hold up, bro. Hold up, man. Transfer portal rating, 86. Hold up, bro. This dude's a damn athletic specimen, bro. For real. 6'4", 200? Oh, that's let's compare him to other players. This secondary will be elite. We already got an elite secondary. Adding him to the mix would be crazy. Hold up. Hold up. So he played at Mercer? Damn. Had a strong sophomore season this fall, registering 38 tackles, 9 passes defended, and an interception. North Alabama punter Adam Watford is visiting Alabama on Thursday as well. I believe they signed him already. Watford averaged 46.56 yards per punt, which is not bad. 5th best in the FCS with 21 punts of 50-plus yards and 18 inside the 20 and 66 total attempts this season. So, bruh, Bama's making moves, man. Y'all hear me? Bama is definitely making moves, man. For real. You hear me? Heavy. Let's give it some time. Let's just give it some time. Let it breathe and calm it down, bro. You hear me? But player, we got Bama got options, dog. Bama got options, bro. Don't worry about. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right for real, man. No cap. Make sure if you in the chat, like it up, bro. For real. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell. Ryan got to seriously work this offseason to get better. Facts. No denying that, bro. No denying that, right? Right. Definitely got to put in work, man. Ryan got to, whatever slump he was in, wherever he was mentally, whatever the case may be, man, he got to get up out of that and get back to his old self. You know, he may have to take some time alone, be alone, bro. Just zone in for real, focus, cut some people off, cut some distractions off, right, and really hone in on his skills and work on his craft day in, day out. That should be his only concern, working on his craft day in, day out, bro. Period. Yeah, I appreciate him because if he left, that would be major. Facts. Respect to Ryan Williams, dog. Championship teams got to the 24th. So boom, there it is. So the championship game is what? The 19th of January. So that's what? 5 extra days that the championship teams got. So we right there, bro. Right there. Right there, man. No cap. Yes, they need to definitely put some stipulations every 2 years and put them in a contract. Facts. This transfer portal is getting out of hand. Ain't no way a player should be able to skip 4 years, 3 years straight. 1 year you here, 1 year you there, 1 year you here, 1 year you there. That's crazy work, bro. I repeat, crazy damn work early. Ain't no way around it, bro. Period. Shit crazy, man. For real. Fuck going on around here. I know it ain't been felt good about it for real. Come on, man. Quay or Keon be more depth. It would be depth, dog, but once again, man, they're building their depth up. You know, they got young players. They got depth in certain areas, bro. It's about building your depth up, though. No cap. Yeah, we still got Beeman. What, Yanzi Simmons? Simmons was a dog for real. The freshman number 90. You know, he's gonna develop. He's gonna grow. Let's not forget about him. You know, he was productive in a few games, and he gained the experience. He played this year. He was on the field. I feel like Simmons gonna be a damn dog, bro. He get more weight on his body. He get stronger. Get in that weight room. He get bigger. I think Simmons gonna be a real damn dog for real, bro. No cap. Yeah. Come on, man. Yeah. He was a freshman out there. How old is Simmons? What? 19 max? 20 max? Huh? Going up against grown men damn near. I understand he's grown, but it's a difference. You know? Give these guys time to grow, bro. Heavy. We gonna be there. We gonna be there. You understand me? Yeah. I know, man. If these coaches are cleaning house because they think they're not gonna fit their system well, they better replace with some that they think will. IDK why they left, but I mean it's a department. It's what it is, bro. It's part of the game, now, Chris. We gotta face it, dog. You know, we can't sit and dwell. We just gotta understand what it is. Gotta have depth on the line for real. Shout out Josh in the building, man. Shout out Josh in the building. You hear me? Roll Tide full of pride. Roll Tide full of pride. January 16th is the deadline for players to get in the portal. They do not have to commit by then. Appreciate that update, dog. Heavy, man. Shout out Mikey in the building, bro. Shout out Mikey in the building. Need Peak and Jordan Ross. Definitely need Peak. Definitely need Peak, bro. No cap. Who is Jordan Ross, though, my dog? Who is Jordan Ross, homie? Heavy. Chris. Hey, Chris, wow, man. Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris. What's up with your grandma, big dog? Ah. You hear me? Roll Tide, Mike. Roll Tide, baby. You know. Mike say he going for Ole Miss. SEC all day. SEC all damn day, bro. No cap. You hear me? Straight up. Bitch, yeah. What? No, man. Come on, Bama. You capping, bro? No. Bama boy. That's real or that's facts, bro? You hear me? Come on now, Bama boy. Don't tell me that, my boy. Do not tell me that. No way, bro. For real. What, man? Come on now. No way, bro. Hey, hey, chat. Let me know, bro. Let me know, man. Is this real? Is this reality right now? Are you kidding me, baby? Are you kidding me, homie? Yeah. No way. Come on, man. Let me find out, man. Let me find out. The hell? How he gonna cancel, bro? What the hell? Did he cancel it for a different date or what, bro? Let me know, man. Early. The hell going on around here? The fuck, bro? Come on, dog. Stop the cab. Shout out my boy Jeff Swanson in the building, bro. Shout out Jeff Swanson in the building. You hear me, huh? Yeah. Bro, what is going on in Minnesota, dog? No cap. It's crazy right now, man. It's crazy, man. You know, Jeff? The world is wild, homie. The world is wild. Man, bro, for real. Miami, I want Ole Miss. Got the SEC, but IDK. Miami front seven nasty. They got a mean front. They got a mean front. They got some dogs up front for real, homie. You hear me? Heavy. Matter of fact, the game finna start in about what? 20 minutes? Yeah, bro. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, Jeff. You know, prayers up to Minnesota, prayers up to the world, man. You know? Babylon, stay aware. That's all I can say, man. Babylon, stay aware, heavy. But that topic there, Jeff, for a different time, different channel, man. You know? Yeah. You putting this into positive perspective, man. Been feeling F this coach for real. I'm sorry, man. It's all good. I feel you, Chris. Like you a true fan, dog. You want to win. You expect a certain standard from Bama. I understand it. Shit. I expect a certain standard from Bama. But I also understand we got to give DeBoer a little bit of leeway, bro. And he has shown progress at the end of the day, period. No cap. You know, now if this season was worse than last season, then all right, boom. You can say fire him for real. Now, I definitely say he's in the hot seat, but let's see how he does this year. Heavy. Dude's going up against a lot, man. He's going up against a lot right now. And all he can do is just continue to try to, be better, man. Continue to be better. We're going to see in year 3, though, man. We're going to see in year 3. Shout out Mike in the building. You think Herbert and Sab stay? Yeah. Yeah, man. I think it would benefit both of them to come back, Mike. It may sound selfish, but of course I want them to stay. You may say it's for selfish reasons, but yeah, I honestly truly think that both of them could get better as far as being covered safeties, and both of them could potentially be drafted way higher depending on production next year. If they were to leave, I get it, I understand, but I don't think they know first round picks. No, they'd be second round, third, somewhere in there, you know. But Hubbard and Sabb would definitely benefit from playing another year, right? And I think they both can do it too, correct? Yeah. So yeah, Hubbard and Sabb, it would benefit them both and definitely help Bama as far as the team, as far as the defense goes. Oh yeah. But if they talking about being drafted in the first round, possibly, raising their draft stock, possibly. Oh yeah, you come back. They both come back and play again. You hear me? Oh yeah. I didn't care about these position coaches. Gonna give Debo a chance, but some of these position coaches have to go, and that strength coach needs help. I agree, man. I agree, homie. I don't know about those position coaches, strength coach. What I seen from the line, I got a lot of questions, bro. You hear me? No cap. He lived in Arizona and was recruited by DeBoer when he was in Washington. That's what I figured. Talking about Noah Carter, right? Yeah. Yeah, Noah Carter was a big name coming. I remember that. I remember that. He was a big ass name, bro. Big name coming in. I don't know why he didn't get more reps. Period. Shout out Vanaya Band in the building. What's up, fam? Just came across your channel. I'm done with DeBoer. Time to turn the page. Hey, shout out Vanaya in the building, yo. Hey, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, Vanaya. Like I've been telling everybody, man, calm down. It'll be all right. I understand you mad, you upset, but we gotta look at it full spectrum, right? Full spectrum. Piss poor game versus Indiana, no cap. Right? Yeah. Some game they shouldn't have lost during the season. Bad loss to Florida State. I dig it. But at the end of the day, we've seen progress. At the end of the day, this transfer portal affects a lot. NIL affects a lot. He don't have it as easy as Saban did, where he could just sit on players and really build a roster and keep the same players, The turnover is very high right now. Very high. Due to the portal, due to money, etc. Just what it is, man. So I understand it. The Indiana loss, the way they lost, piss poor, inexcusable, never can happen again. Is DeBoer in the hot seat? Hell yeah. Do he need to be more strict, more meaner? Yeah. Hell yeah. But I'm going to say this, bro. We got to give him the benefit of the doubt a little bit. It's year 3. Let's see how they do in year 3. But his ass is definitely in the hot seat, period, Vanaya. You hear me? No cap. Yeah, Ty is definitely that's definitely a bad decision for him. I don't think he's NFL ready at all, Mike. I think Ty rushed it. He probably forced it. He knew Keelan Russell back there, Austin Mack. I still ain't got into that yet. I still got to break that whole quarterback situation down. Probably do that while I'm watching the game. But at the end of the day, bro, Ty made a bad decision. He's not NFL ready. And $4 million? What? $4 million? Hey, you got to respect the man for believing in himself. You got to respect the man for wanting more for himself. But Ty ain't ready, man. You hear me? Yeah. But he'll probably go. Good thing for him, he'll go to a good team. He'll probably get drafted 3rd round, 4th round. He'll go somewhere where he can take his time to get on the field. They'll develop him and see what he's really about. But if I was him, I would have came back definitely. Gotta have trenches, Chris. Trenches, baby. Trenches, man. For real. I don't know too much about Georgia, man. I ain't really been paying attention to Georgia at all. You know, I'm sure they got some turnover as well, man. All these teams have players hit the portal, period. Ted Manu. Hey, Ted, we talked about that first segment, man. Hey, you kind of late, Ted, but I'm glad you showed up, big dog. You hear me, huh? Heavy, man. Yeah. Roll Tide full of pride. Roll Tide full of pride. Oh, yeah. But yeah, we already talked about Isaiah Horton, man. We know he's gone. Hopefully Cam Coleman takes his place, bro. For real. Now I'm all in for Cam Coleman. Break the bank, Ted. You hear me, Ted? Break the damn bank for that man. Let's get it. Oh yeah. One more again. Oh yeah, man. No cap. Break the damn bank for that dude. For real. I'm right there with you, Ted. I'm right there with you. Shout out Big Mom in the building. Shout out Big Mama in the building, huh? Yeah. SEC, but Miami no joke. Miami is definitely not a joke. Miami is definitely not no damn joke. You hear me? SEC, though. We got to pull for the SEC. They disrespecting the SEC, man. They disrespecting the SEC, man. You hear me? Heavy. Need to get D Lyman, Jordan Harris, Georgia. Let's get him. Let's grab him up. If he's available, hey, get him. Jordan Thomas, let's get him. I'll do a video on that later. You hear me? Heavy. No cap. Sorry, the Ole Miss game starting. What time it start? Let me turn that joint. Hold on. Let me turn that joint on, man. I'm still gonna rock. I still got to break down the Austin Mack, etc. But it's all good. Hey, let's get it, man. Matter of fact, I'm finna go ahead and transition into the Austin Mack, Keelan Russell, bro. You hear me? Heavy. Oh man, what? No, Bama. Come on, Bama boy. Damn, bro. For real? Oh man, for real? Come on, bro. Sab can go. Bama boy say Sab can go. No, wait. Hey, where you hear that at, Bama boy? Let me know, bro. Where did you hear that at, bro? For real. Like, did you hear that from a trustworthy source or what? Damn, damn, I want a peak, dog. For real. That's crazy, man. For real. Shout out Nash in the building. Horton left. We know, man. We know. Hopefully we get Coleman, Nash. Hopefully we get Coleman, Nash. You hear me, dog? Yeah. Ty won't go later than the second round. Oh man, that's how you feel? That's how you feel, Nash? Tell me why. Tell me why, baby, huh? Yeah. What time that game starts? 7:30? 7:30, right? Let's see what's up. Yeah, man. I still gotta break down the whole Austin Mack and Keelan Russell, man. No cap. He said check on 3. I'm on 3 right now. Hold up, man, because I'm on 3 right now. Let me refresh, man. I'm on 3 right now. What going on around here? Hold on, bro. Hold up, man. 1 second, bro. Hold up. He say on 3. Let's see right here, man. Let's check this out. What's going on? What the hell going on around here, bro? For real. Hold on. Oh, Jordan Ross coming to visit Bama on Jordan Ross coming to visit Bama on Friday. Heavy. That's a plus. That's a good sign right there. Tennessee edge Jordan Ross coming to visit Bama on Friday. You hear me? Yeah, bro. No cap. Damn, you might be right, Bama boy. Damn, bro. Damn, hold up. Might be right, homie. Yeah. I've logged a prediction for South Carolina to land a commitment from one of the top offensive tackles in the transfer portal. Damn, bro. For real. Oh, man, bro. You're right. You're right, man. Damn. Are you kidding me, baby? Are you kidding me? 99.8% that he will go to South Carolina. Damn, bro. Man. Telling you, bro. Man, you never know, homie. You never know, huh? Yeah. Well, that sucks, bro. Damn, that sucks for real, bro. Damn. I did, man. Bama boy, you right, man. You definitely right. Damn, bro. That sucks, bro. Shit. You hear me, huh? Yeah. Damn, bro. That's facts. That's facts, Bama boy. Man, homie. So looks like Peak is going to South Carolina. Hey, man, you can't sit and dwell on it. It is what it is, dog. We got to keep it moving, man. We got to keep it moving. Hold up. Yeah, say South Carolina, man. 99% chance. Yep. 99% chance, man. No cap, huh? Yeah. Damn, bro. It is what it is. It is what it is. Bama got other players coming though, man. For real. The Peak visit was supposed to visit today, but haven't seen anything. Yeah, I didn't see it wasn't no article, but it said South Carolina is like 99.8% to land him now. What I just checked. You hear me, bro? Hopefully he comes to Bama, at least goes on a visit. You hear me? Hopefully he changes his mind at the end of the day. Period. But yeah, they say South Carolina is in the running for him. I just saw it on three. I didn't see they didn't post the article, but that's what they're predicting right now, Mike. Right? They didn't say he would go to South Carolina, but those are the major predictions right now. Like South Carolina is the favorite to land him. I saw it on three. Just go to on three, type in his name, then go to the ratings and percentage, and it'll pop up. Yeah, bro. Damn. Hey, it is what it is, homie. You can't sit, you can't dwell on it. You hear me? Heavy. No cap. No problem, Mike. No problem, right, bro? No cap, bro. Let's get it. So I'm gonna go ahead and transition into the yo. Hell yeah, man. Throw the bank at that dude. So I'm telling you, bro. Play the fucking game, bro. For real. You hear me? Heavy. Come on now. I don't care what nobody talking about, man. Throw the bank at that dude. 1,000. Whatever you gotta do. 1,000. Yeah, bro. For real. Those are the trenches, man. Those are the trenches. A position of need for Bama right now. Period. Do what you gotta do for real. I don't give a damn what nobody talking about, bro. Straight up. Mike, facts. Your O-line gotta be solidified. Facts. You know? Skill players galore. Skill players galore. The trenches is the main concern. Both sides of the ball, bro. Period. Like, come on now. Come on, man. We'll see how it turns up, though, man. We're going to see how it pans out for real, bro. Heavy. Crazy, dog. No cap, bro. You hear me? I'm gonna get into this last little segment pretty quick. We're almost 2 hours in, man. This whole portal situation has to be O-line, D-line too, and then maybe some backers and depth guys after. Big facts, bro. No cap. You hear me? Heavy. For real, man. Yeah. Gotta get the D-line, gotta get the O-line going, man. Lost too much depth players. We need big bodies. We need dogs up there. Period. But that dude, Jacarius Peak, wow, man, I wanted him badly. He could still flip. He could still flip. I don't know why the hell he want to go to South Carolina anyway. Huh? Yeah, man. I'm gonna go ahead and transition real quick before this game start. You know what I'm saying? Get into this Austin Mack and Keelan Russell. Who will be the starter for Bama? Who will be this? Who will be that? I feel like it's gonna be a straight up competition, though, bro. That's all I can say. It will be a straight up competition, which it should be. Now that Ty Simpson has hit the draft, you know, it's gonna be a battle between him and Austin Mack. Period, man. For real. You know? It's gonna be a battle between him and Austin Mack, bro. For real. Austin Mack, the bigger quarterback, maybe the stronger arm, but is Keelan Russell more accurate? Does he have more touch, more accuracy? Time will tell. Keelan Russell, a freshman. Austin Mack, what, a sophomore, redshirt sophomore, junior, whatever. You know? I'm gonna get into this article real quick, then I'm getting ready to check this game out. Keelan got accuracy, Mac don't. That's the thing right there, man, boy. That's the whole thing. Like, you know, who gonna be the start? Who can develop the best and develop and work on their craft the best this all season? And who goes into spring like controlling the situation the best? I definitely think Mac will stay, bro. I definitely think Mac will stay. Yeah, definitely more experience, the experienced quarterback. And we gotta be real here. When Mac came into the game this year, you know, the offense didn't look bad. The offense didn't regress. At times he came in and looked better than Ty running the whole offense. So it definitely will be a stiff competition, bro. Hold on, man. We got a Packers fan in here. Go Pack Go. Swiss cheese, boy. Swiss cheese, you know what it is. Pack fan Iowa, you know what it is. Swiss cheese, boy. You hear me? Fuck the Packers, you hear me? SKOL Vikes, huh? Yeah, bitch, yeah. Get up out of here, bro. Heavy. Had to deal with that little issue real quick, little small talk real quick. You know, the Denver Broncos are going to win the Super Bowl. Shout out Sergio in the building. Hey, Sergio, they might win it, homie. They might win it. But back to the Austin Mack, Keelan Russell, right? Yeah, it's going to be a real competition. I'm going to get into the article real quick. But like we said, Austin Mack, more experience, the bigger quarterback. Keelan Russell, probably more accurate right now. Young freshman, a lot of room to grow. Which one puts the work in this offseason? Which one comes in better, and ready to play for real? I'm going to just break this article down, then I'm going to get up out of here, man. Hey, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, make sure you hit that bell, like the chat up. You hear me? Want to become a channel member? Do that, bro. Let's get it. Support the grind, support the channel. Heavy, roll tide, full of pride. Y'all give me 1 second, bro. Let me break this down right quick. Get into it. Let's see. What is Alabama's future at QB? With Ty Simpson off to the NFL draft, Crimson Tide free to explore 2026 options. Here we go. And you see these guys right here. Keelan Russell, boom. Austin Mack, boom. Alabama quarterback Ty Simpson is declaring for the 2026 NFL drafts, but the cupboard is not bare in Tuscaloosa. Simpson's departure opens the door for perhaps the biggest quarterback competition of the offseason. The Crimson Tide have two exciting underclassmen waiting in the wings, junior Austin Mack and freshman Keelan Russell. Both were rated blue chip recruits coming out of high school, and reports on their upside have been out of Alabama. Don't expect the transfer portal addition to compete for the starting job. And this is pretty much what Bama wanted, right? Bama hits the draft, boom. Now you got a real competition. Now you can really see who should be the one, who should be the backup, bro. Period. It's no longer having to worry about Austin Mack hitting the portal because of Ty Simpson returning, right? Now it's going to be a real competition, bro. We're going to get down to the nitty gritty and see who the best. May the best man win, bro. Period. No cap. Roll Tide. Simpson played well in his only season as the starting quarterback, throwing for 3,567 yards, 28 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions, while leading the Crimson Tide to the college football playoff. However, he also struggled in losses to Georgia and Indiana in the final weeks of the season. Struggled badly. You hear me, dog? No cap. Here's what to know about the upcoming quarterback competition at Alabama, including why an exciting newcomer could be too good to keep on the bench. Mack's experience: the rising junior from Folsom, California, graduated from high school a year early to join Kalen DeBoer at Washington in 23. He got to see Michael Penix run to the national championship game up close and personal during a redshirt season. When DeBoer left for Alabama, he brought Mack along with him. At 6'6", like I say, Austin Mack, a big quarterback, man, with a live arm, period, no cap. Certain things you just can't coach, like what? Size, speed, arm power, etc. At 6'6" and 235 pounds, Mack is a titan on the football field, rated the number 73 overall player in the top 247 rankings. He was heavily pursued by every major program on the West Coast. Mack was a transfer candidate after Simpson won the job, but ultimately stuck with DeBoer. Mack has only appeared in 5 games, but his limited opportunities flashed serious upside. When Simpson went down in the Rose Bowl, Mack came off the bench and put together the Tide's best drives of the day. Mack led a 9-play, 65-yard march that ended with a field goal that included a 34-yard pass to Jeremy Bernard and 13-yard run. He finished 11 of 16 for 101 for 103 yards passing, which is not bad at all, bro. You hear me? No cap. Overall, Mac has completed 26 of 35 passes for 267 yards and 3 touchdowns without an interception. He has flashed both the passing and mobility to take over games. And he's big in a powerful arm, but like he said, Austin Mack can also run too as well. So that's another dynamic of his game that will benefit Bama and the offense, bro. Period. Let's get into Keelan Russell. Russell's upside. The freshman from Duncanville, Texas, was a late riser in the class of 25. As after his junior season, Russell was committed to SMU and rated the number 371 overall player. After the camp circuit and his senior season, Russell rose all the way to the number 2 player in the class, only trailing Bryce Underwood. That tells you right there. Give him time, he will shine. Give him time, right? He will grind. Give him time, he will grow and be better. So with that being said, bro, that's a very important stat right there around yonder. Yeah. He started out being ranked number 371 overall player. After camp, after the circuit, and after his senior season, after he progressed and got more experience, gained more experience, right? Heavy. He came back as the number 2 player in the class, bro. So that shows you his upside, his level of production, and his growth. And also his work ethic and how quickly and swiftly he learns the game. So boom, we could be looking at a situation, right, where he comes in and does the same damn thing. Freshman year, solid performances here and there, got in the game when he could, when it pretty much was a blowout. But he could come in next year and be totally prepared to take this starting role over. You know, heavy, bro. Pay attention, man. Pay attention to Keelan Russell, man, for real. Russell was a transcendent quarterback in high school at high school power Duncanville, leading the program to consecutive state championships. So he is a winner. He and 5-star teammate DeCorian Moore combined for one of the greatest QB wide receiver combos in high school football history. As a senior, he threw for 4,177 yards, 55 touchdowns, and threw only 4 touchdowns. Wow. What Russell redshirted his first year in Tuscaloosa and therefore doesn't have any stats. However, 247 Sports director of scouting, Andrew Ivins, was unbelievably complimentary of Russell as a recruit, comparing him to Jaden Daniels. What a great comparison, right? Right. Elite playmaker for the quarterback position with no shortage of valuable game reps that knows how to feather the fine line between risk and reward. Ivins wrote in 25, should be viewed as one of the more exciting quarterback prospects in recent recruiting cycles, given the natural arm talent, plus athleticism and snarky competitiveness. True competitor, bro, period. He has what it takes to eventually provide some fireworks for a college football playoff contender and then possibly an NFL franchise. Wow, bro. So his upside is really damn high, bro. Matter of fact, sky's the limit, but it's no limit for that dude. If he stays focused, stays zoned in, locked in, you hear me, dog? Period. Keeps the right people around him. No cap. Sky's the limit, but it's no limit for that dude. Again, I repeat. Prospects like Russell don't often stay on the bench long, even with the slender 6'3" frame that still needs to add weight, which I'm sure he will add weight this offseason, bro. For real. Fierce competition. Offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb had a difficult choice between Simpson and Mack last offseason, ultimately riding with the veteran. That choice will be even more difficult as the uber talented Russell waits in the wings. Compared to Simpson, both Russell and Mack give the Crimson Tide more of an edge in the running game. Russell is considered slightly faster, but Mack is a truck with the ability to use his 235-pound frame to convert on short yardage situations. With Alabama struggles to run the ball in 26, that could be a welcome component. Of course, Alabama's decision could come down to the state of the roster next year. Ryan Williams is back at wide receiver, and Lloyd Sear Brooks was a breakout star in the college football playoff. However, questions at the running back and offensive line positions could make mobility a priority as the Tide prepare for a critical campaign. The board's decision will have major implications, not just for the 2026 season, right, but also for the future of the program. The good news, stop showing this clown on my screen, bro. You hear me? No cap. The good news, there's probably no wrong answer. And there we go, man. So how y'all feel about these boys here round yonder, man? Yeah. And either way for Bama, either way it goes, it's really a win-win because they have two talented quarterbacks at the helm. Yeah, man. And it's almost game time here. Like I said, let's go SEC. Let's go Ole Miss for real. Shout out my boy, Bama boy. Keelan got accuracy. Mac don't. Man. Could that be the difference, bro? Could that be the difference, huh? For real. And that's it, man. So, hey, let me know in the comments for to chat up. I'm finna get up out of here, man. I appreciate my big dogs in the chat. Roll Tide, full of pride, forever. You hear me? And let's go, bro. Hit the portal. Let's go to port. Let's go to board. Zone in. Lock in. I'll holler at y'all later, bro. Heavy. Roll Tide, full of pride. Win, lose, or draw, man. Here we come. Roll Tide. Yeah. Believe that.